If you like the great outdoors, whether it's the pounding surf on an ocean beach, the tranquility of a wilderness trail, or the majesty of a snow-capped mountain, you're coming to the right place. And if you enjoy the fast pace of a big city or the slower lifestyle of a small community, you're still coming to the right place. You can have all of this and much more right here. Welcome to Puget Sound Naval Shipyard in Bremerton, Washington. Orders to come to Puget Sound Naval Shipyard at Bremerton, located in the beautiful Pacific Northwest. Bremerton is about a 2-hour drive from Washington's largest city, Seattle, but it's about an hour away if you take a ferry boat from Seattle. For those of you already familiar with the Pacific Northwest, you know what a spectacular part of the country this is. For those of you coming here for the first time, you can look forward to an exciting tour of duty.
As far as the area, the people, we've been in several different locations, and we like it here. We like it here the best.
I think the first thing that I noticed when we moved here was just the outdoors. There's a lot of greenery here. There's a lot of plants. I mean, it's very environmentally friendly, I guess you'd say, and I enjoy that.
Some people who receive orders to come to Bremerton don't know what to expect. That may be the situation you're in right now. One of the first things families learn here is that the Puget Sound area, or the greater Seattle area, is not as small as most believe. For example, in addition to the Navy shipyard at Bremerton, the Navy has the Bangor submarine base right up the road, a naval air station at Whidbey Island, and a naval station at Everett. If you're in an aircraft, all 4 locations are not far apart. But if you're using ground transportation, it's another matter. Sailors whose spouse is also in the Navy have been led to believe that with one stationed at Naval Station Everett, for example, and the other stationed at Bremerton, that the 2 bases are close enough for one to commute to work each day.
Well, we're taking a ferry. There are a lot of things you have to be prepared for, like, for instance, low tides. If that should happen, then the ferry won't go. You might be late for work, or you might have to find an alternative route.
About the only Navy bases in the Puget Sound area where it would be convenient to live at one and commute to the other are the Navy shipyard here at Bremerton and the submarine base at Bangor, less than 20 miles away. To avoid unwanted surprises when you arrive here, our advice is to go to the Family Service Center at the command you're leaving.
Hi, how are y'all doing? Just come on in. Okay. My name is Cindy Stewart. I'm the relocation counselor.
It's here where you'll learn vital information about housing, where your children will go to school, the cost of living, what services are available to you, and what to do before leaving your old duty station. Of great importance is having a sponsor.
I know from state to state and from duty station to duty station, things are different, prices are different, the procedures are different. So by having a sponsor, it allows that person to have an understanding or kind of a general view on how to get everything started.
The landscape in Washington state is greener than most states. There's a reason for that. It rains a lot here, so don't pack your rain gear in the household goods shipment. Bring it with you.
Obviously, during the winter, it rains more than it does during the summer, but the summer months are gorgeous. We've had a couple of weeks in a row here where it's been 75, 80 degrees and just gorgeous.
Another thing to consider in your move is whether to bring any pets with you.
I think every family loves their pets, and don't be discouraged. There is always a ways and a mean to find lodging, but you do need to know that if you're going to be running on the economy, it is a little bit more difficult.
If you drive from your old duty station to Bremerton, you should get directions from your sponsor. The base is located right at the city of Bremerton. We seldom expect problems on the road when we move, but it does happen. Although sailors should budget a little extra money in case of emergency, that's not always possible. If you are stranded and out of money, you're only a phone call away from help. You can call the American Red Cross, which will put you in contact with the Navy Marine Corps Relief Society, or you can call any U.S. military base and they'll contact Navy Marine Corps Relief. The society has funds to help.
So it's there for an emergency, depending upon the financial need. Sometimes the need is such that the money will be a grant and we do not ask for repayment. At other times, it's the nature of a loan in which we suggest it's appropriate for them to repay.
All such loans to sailors in need are interest-free loans. If you arrive by air, chances are you'll land at SeaTac or Seattle-Tacoma International Airport. Before you left your old duty station, your sponsor should have told you your options to get from Seattle to Bremerton.
Morning. Fine. May I see your ID?
If you have any questions, there's a USO lounge on the second floor of the main airport terminal. It's open 24 hours a day. Since you're about an hour-and-a-half drive from Bremerton, a taxi may not be a wise choice. However, there are shuttle services that are reasonably priced.
Hi, how are you doing?
No matter what plans you made to get to your new duty station, your sponsor should be aware of them. If the sponsor meets you upon arrival, your life will be a lot easier. The closest Navy lodge is at Bangor Submarine Base, nearly 20 miles away. If your sponsor has not made a reservation for you there, you and your family will have to stay in a local motel. The Navy defrays the cost of commercial lodging with TLE, temporary lodging expenses.
TLE, or temporary lodging expense, is set up to be basically that. It allows the member money for temporary quarters while they're finding somewhere permanent to live.
DLA is dislocation allowance. It's an entitlement intended to partially reimburse a member on a PCS move who's relocating their dependents and their household goods. It can also be an entitlement from those members without dependents.
Of course, unaccompanied personnel will have access to bachelor enlisted quarters or bachelor officer quarters. Bachelor quarters are within walking distance of the Navy Exchange, commissary, and dining facilities.
Good morning. Welcome to the housing office.
For those accompanied sailors, one of the first concerns is finding a more permanent residence. The housing office staff is ready to help.
We have a very good housing referral service. We have over 16,000 listings in our computer database that encompasses the entire county and beyond. We have probably right now about 800 active listings. Our computer allows us to sort those listings out depending on the needs of the family.
Transient family accommodations are located at East Park. Sailors on ships undergoing overhaul at the shipyard have priority. The Navy only charges 3/4 of the BAQ allowance for these units since they are considered substandard. They get that designation because of the smaller size of the units. Since military housing is limited, you'll initially move your family into a house or apartment on the economy. If your household goods haven't arrived by the time you move in, Family Service Center can help with a hospitality kit. This includes pots and pans and other kitchen items. Now that you've got a place to live, you'll probably begin to settle into a daily routine. Now, as you can see, most people drive their cars to work. But you should know that the state of Washington may require you to take a written test or a driving test to get a driver's license. Your security office can answer those questions for you when you check in. Parents will be glad to learn that public schools in the Bremerton area are highly regarded. There's a well-developed partnership between the Navy and the school systems.
They're very technical, they're state-of-the-art, computers everywhere. All the teachers have computers on their desk. It's a fabulous school system. I really am very, very impressed with the school district.
All right. Parents and children alike will be glad to know there are activities for the youngsters outside of school.
As far as things to do, there's lots of sports the kids can get involved in. They have Little League here. They have soccer teams. This area is really big into soccer. The boys play in the fall, and they have girls soccer in spring and fall.
You'll be able to find some of the same chain stores and outlets here that you are accustomed to at your old duty station. But you will also find some merchants who can be found nowhere else. And the Puget Sound Naval Shipyard is like any other Navy base in the country. You'll save money on your grocery bill if you shop here at the commissary. Name brand items can be found here as well as some specialty items. You'll find the commissary to be clean, well lit, and well stocked. Nearby is the Navy Exchange. Estimates place the savings here at 20% over commercial shopping. And if you do find the variety at the Commissary or Exchange Limited, a major commissary and exchange are here at Fort Lewis and Tacoma, only an hour's drive away. As for medical care, the Bremerton Naval Hospital is located adjacent to Jackson Park Military Housing. It offers a full range of medical services, including family practice. If appropriate medical treatment is not available, patients may be referred to Madigan Army Medical Center at Fort Lewis. The old Champus Medical Program is being replaced by TRICARE.
Okay, there's TRICARE Standard, which is the equivalent of the old Champus program. There's TRICARE Extra, which is a little lower cost share, being 15% rather than 20%, as long as you use TRICARE providers. And then there's TRICARE Prime, less out-of-pocket expenses, predictable co-payments, no paperwork, and everything is managed at that one place.
A Naval Dental Center is located at the Bremerton base. Dental service is available for active duty military. Family members' dental care should be handled by TRICARE. Spiritual needs are not neglected here. Chapels are located at Jackson Park Housing Complex as well as at the base. In addition to worship services, chaplains offer marriage counseling as well as other types of counseling sessions. Chaplains from ships home ported here also assist base chaplains. And worship services are also available at churches in nearby communities.
Ready on 3.
The needs of the youngest family members are given special attention. Professional adult supervision is available at Little Mates, the Child Development Center.
We are a developmental center, so we focus on developing your child's developmental skills, fine motor, gross motor, social interaction, preparing them for kindergarten. Infants, basically it's an individualized curriculum, and we base it on the needs of the children.
In addition, some Navy spouses provide this kind of care in their home. They must meet the same standards as those providers in the Child Development Center. This is one avenue for a Navy spouse to explore when seeking employment. For those whose interests and expertise lie elsewhere, Family Service Center has a spouse employment assistance program.
They can contact our relocation coordinator and find out a little bit about the area and begin to at least connect with him. And if they're civil service, they of course could start their employment search before they even leave. They can do their 171 or their OF 612 resume, a cover letter, and get it sent to the local HRO before they ever leave.
For those who may not be seeking employment, but who want to stay active, consider volunteer work. Family Service Center can offer a number of suggestions. Volunteers can frequently learn new job skills, such as working with computers. This could result in future employment. So far, we've been telling you about checking in, work, and some of the services available on base. What we haven't told you about are ways to spend your leisure time. Now, you'll find the traditional recreation facilities like a movie theater, bowling alley, and swimming pool, but there's much more. A popular spot during lunchtime and after working hours is the fitness center. Not only can you work out on modern equipment, you might get involved in a basketball game or have a workout of a different kind. But not everyone wants to spend their leisure time on base. MWR can help you enjoy some of the best outdoor recreation in the world. Whether you're a single sailor or a family, there's something for you to do.
Outdoor recreation, we have probably I think the finest outdoor recreation program in the Navy. It's been written up on several occasions. We have kayaks. We have whitewater training. We have whitewater trips.
If roughing it isn't your thing, but you like the outdoors, consider Pacific Beach. Although managed by MWR at Naval Station Everett, Pacific Beach is available to sailors at Bremerton. It offers 3- and 4-bedroom ocean view homes right on the Pacific Ocean. Here you have the best of both worlds. You have all the comforts of home, yet you can walk out your door and onto the beach. Military members and DoD civilians are eligible to rent these units, and there are also RV spaces nearby. Pacific Beach is located about 150 miles southwest of Seattle, so you're probably talking about an entire weekend or longer to take advantage of this oceanfront property. We've talked a lot about accompanied sailors and the services for families. Nearly all of those services are available to single and unaccompanied sailors as well. This includes sailors living aboard ships here. You don't have to have a family to take advantage of the Family Service Center. In addition to the clubs and recreation services on the base, there are a number of events designed for the single sailor.
We have a program called Just for Fun, and it's a free program. We offer trips every month, everything from going to Mariner games to going up into the mountains, to mountain biking, to go to the ocean for fun events. And the sailors just sign up for them. They're no charge.
The Puget Sound area is served by numerous ferry boats. Some make a day of it and take the ferry to nearby Canada, or just drive around the Puget Sound area to ride a ferry boat. There aren't many places where you can do this. Even though there's plenty to do here in the Puget Sound area, we realize it's not easy to leave your current duty station and the friends you've made there. But if you come here with the attitude that you'll have a great time, you probably will. The good news is it's easy to make new friends here and get involved in activities both new and familiar. And there's a formula to ensure success. Go to your family service center, find out what's available, and enjoy. Good things await you here.